Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua, scene of tonight's high school football game between the host Nashua High North Titans and, for tonight's purposes, the visiting Bishop Guertin Cardinals. The Titans trying to get back on track after a rough couple of weeks, Tom King.
Well, rough 1 week. They lost at Keene. Well, actually 2 weeks. The South game was rough.
Pretty heartbreaking game.
Heartbreaking game. Yeah, you're right. But the Keene game, 33-0. That's the one that really probably sticks.
There's a beatdown over there in Keene.
It was. And the thing is, John, they're going to see the same type of team, almost the way Bishop Guertin plays. Running attack. The only difference is, I was at that Keene game. They were straight ahead. They did a lot of, they didn't do a lot of razzle dazzle, fancy things. Guertin will try a few mixed fake handoffs, and try to free up Matt Santaswazo, the quarterback, to get some yards, as well as Charlie Bellavance. They may need to mix it up a little bit. You're going to see two of the best defensive players in the state in Toby Brown Jr., defensive end for Nashua North, and Jacob Baker, number 84 for Bishop Guertin, their defensive end / linebacker. He's all over the place. So it'll be an interesting game between those two to see who cancels the other one out.
Yeah, who's got more tackles, all that kind of stuff.
But this is a huge game. The Keene game just kind of brought this one down just a notch. If Guertin wins this game, you could pretty much bank that they're going to win the conference, I think. They've got some losses probably ahead on their schedule, but they can give themselves a real good cushion at 5-1 if they win this game tonight. If North wins this game, that sends everybody at 4, creates a tie at 4-2, gives them a tiebreaker over Guertin. The one thing you don't want, or either team doesn't want, is to get into a multiple tiebreaker situation, because I still think you're going to need to win the conference to get into the playoffs on this side of that cluster,
because of the strength of other divisions. That's Tom King. He'll be rejoining us during the first half. John Collins, along with our cameraman tonight, once again, Tim O'Neill, who is upstairs. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson, is alongside me. It was a good stream of fans who are coming through the front gate for this game. It should be well attended for Nashua North. As we look around, the band is here, of course. Some of the BG fans still filing in and filling up the stands across from us. It was a beautiful fall day in New Hampshire today, and best way to cap it off with Friday night football here at Stellos. Perfect conditions. As Tom outlined, it is a big game for the Titans. They desperately want to get back on the winning track and make it more difficult for Bishop Guertin to waltz their way to a division title here. This is considered the New Hampshire West Division. I always have to remind myself of that because it feels more like, Nashua's right on the southern border, but it is considered the West Conference, and BG with a commanding lead right now. If they can win this, they'll be up at 5-1 and really looking good to clinch the division. South will be playing tomorrow here at Stellos, a rare day game for the Panthers. We'll be hosting Pinkerton. We'll have that game as well for you on Nashua TV. But kicking off is Connor Lennon for Bishop Guertin. And again, BG electing to go with these squib kicks on a consistent basis, and it's pounced upon by Matt Oliver. Nice job, sure hands by number 2 in blue for the Titans, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Decent field position for the Titans to take possession. They'd love to get down the field and score after being blanked at Keene last week, 33-0. So nothing but offensive frustration for the Titans last week. Hoping to change that tune here this evening back at home. Low shotgun snap. Derek Finlay able to collect it and hand it off, and it's a good chunk on 1st down for the ball carrier. Jack Peters straight ahead. Carter Akamondo for BG. On the tackle for the Cardinals. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5, long 5 for the Titans. The handoff. Peters around the left side trying to find the sideline. He's going to be a yard short of the first down. Jack Peters on the carry. Good hustle, stringing it out for the Cardinals defense, making it tough going. It's actually not going to be short of a yard. It's more like 3 yards to go here. A crucial third down play early. 12-minute quarters in New Hampshire high school football, and this is, of course, the opening minute. And it's North in danger of going 3 and out unless they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Finley checking with the sideline. 2 running backs flanking the quarterback as he hands it off to Peters. Got the lead block, turns the corner, has the first down as he spills inside, just inside the 45-yard line. Jacob Baker again on the tackle. He is everywhere. You see number 84 for BG. He's got a range about 52 yards, which is the width of an official football field, and 84 was in on the tackle on the far right sideline. The last play, and he was in on the tackle there on the near left sideline. But Peters, with that turning of the corner and following his blocks, able to get the first down. Finley on a direct quarterback keeper. No room to run through, no gap to run through at the line. He was met by Charlie Bellavance for the Cardinals, number 26 among others, and call that a gain of only 1 for the Titans quarterback. Derek Finley calling the signals. On 2nd and 9, opening drive of the game. 1-step drop, fires, it's complete. Peters circling, has the first down. He is out into Bishop Guertin territory at about the 46. That will move the chains. Well designed, quick hitter pass play. Chmielewski in on the tackle for the Cardinals, but good play from Finley to Peters. High percentage route right there in front of the quarterback. Turned around, the ball was there. 1st and 10. Swings it out. Peters again getting all the touches here. He gallops down the far sideline and has another Titans first down. The ball marked at the 35. So on consecutive pass plays from Finley to Peters, 2 first downs for the Titans. You look at this and you wonder how they were possibly held scoreless last week on the road in Keene. Great start, but now they need to finish this drive with some points, do the Titans. We are 2.5 minutes into the opening quarter. It's been all North, converting on 3rd down, making some big chunks on 1st down, but not there. Accomando and Baker in on the tackle. Those 2 guys are a force on defense for the Cardinals, Baker and Accomando. And that is a tackle for loss on the play. It'll bring 2nd and 12. North might be forced to go right back to the air here. And the question for the Cardinals is, where's Peters? He's been getting a lot of touches on the ground and in the air. He's in the right slot. And now he's in motion. The handoff is fake to Peters. Spinning away from the first tackler is Finley, but he doesn't get far at all. Not fooled. The Cardinals defense all over the North quarterback. 3-yard gain makes it 3rd and 9. It is 4-down territory right here. Too far away to kick a field goal, and much too far away for the field goal, and too close to punt it probably. So look for the Titans to try to get maybe half of this back on this play. 3rd and 9. Finley calling the signals. Sprints to his right. He's flushed out. Baker's in pursuit. Wide open and off the fingertips of the intended receiver, John Barry. He was there. It might have been a little bit too hot to handle. Certainly Finley got some velocity behind it on the run, and it just didn't work as far as execution. The Titans not able to hang on. Definitely Barry had some space to work with if he was able to secure that pass. So it's 4th and 9, and they will go for it. Of course, their chances of converting would have been a lot better had they completed that pass. Barry's in motion, rolling to his right again, looking back to Barry. It is completed And not getting loose. That's just great defense. A stop for the Cardinals and a turnover on downs. The tackle made by Rocco Gerasi. Good job of scouting out the receiver and bringing him down after no gain on the play. It looked like a loss of 2. So 1st and 10, the Cardinals' first possession. Took 4 minutes off the clock, did that opening drive by the Titans, but they come up empty, getting stopped at the Cardinals' 36-yard line. So our first look of the night at Matt Santosuaso at quarterback for the Cardinals. He's going to hand off on the opening play. Baker through the line, and they finally drag him down inside the 40-yard line of the Titans. Oh, a huge chunk of yards there. Approximately 26-yard run by Baker up the middle, and he was not touched till deep in the secondary. An alarming first play from scrimmage if you're a Titans fan, to see Baker just galloping through like a track meet. That's a big offensive line for the Cardinals, folks, and they are tough to deal with. They open up some big holes for Bellavance. Around the corner and pushed out of bounds, but not before a big gainer on first down for Santosuaso. Tackle credited to Derek Finlay. Charles Bellavance is the main running back for the Cardinals. It was the Charlie Bellavance and Matt Santosuaso show last time we did a game here. It was nothing but those two guys running the ball, and South could not stop them. Either one. The offensive line deserving a lot of that credit, because it didn't seem to matter which one of the two carried the ball. They had all kinds of gaps to work with. Bellavance shifts his feet, dives forward, and actually might it be a smidge short of the first down there. Good stop by the Titans to make the Cardinals work for this first down, at least on 3rd and short. This is definitely 4-down territory for the Cardinals as well, but they have a lot better chance at converting here on 3rd and 4th and short if necessary, as long as they don't get tackled for a loss. The receivers we have found in this BG attack are just window dressing. It's usually either Santosuaso or Bellavance, and down the sideline goes Santosuaso. He's forced out inside the 15. He only needed a yard, and he ended up getting about 12. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Running left, running right, Bellavance and Santosuaso. So when that opening drive for the Titans sputtered, the hopes, of course, is to come up with a defensive stop of their own, but instead, Cardinals have been moving the chains relentlessly forward. Here's Bellavance plunging ahead for a big gain on first down. Ball was on the 13, and it's going to be spotted at the 8. So gain of 5, and second and about 5 yards. Looked like Bellavance got closer to the 5, but the spot moved it back a little bit. Not that it might deter this BG machine on offense, as the Bellavance gets another carry. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward to the 5, and it's going to be 3rd and short. I don't know if the Titans can manage to maybe punch the ball loose, but it seems to be their best hope of stopping BG short of the goal line here. This relentless two-headed attack of Charlie Bellavance, the running back, and the quarterback Matt Santosuaso, asserting themselves in their opening possession after coming up with the turnover on down, stopping the Titans offense. And here is Santosuaso near the goal line, and he's in standing up. Matt Santosuaso from the 5-yard line, a 5-yard quarterback run. So only about 2.5 minutes into their drive, the Cardinals go about 65 yards for a score. Very impressive work by the Cardinals offense. That huge offensive line just moving people. Connor Lennon for the extra point. Hold is down, he gets it away. Like 3 Titans in the backfield, but we have a flag down. And let's see what this is. It might have been offside on the Titans. I mean, they got in the backfield so quick, which you would imagine BG would decline. Let's see, they're just going to pick it up, and BG will keep the point. Oh, way off the flag. So maybe the Titans players timed it perfectly, but it didn't help. Lennon got the kick up and through. 7-0, Bishop Guertin leads. We have 5:14 remaining in the first quarter. Very promising start to the season for the Titans. They won their first 3 games, beating Alvern and Merrimack and Wyndham. Do want to congratulate Toby Brown Jr., the defensive end, usually plays right defensive end for the Titans, as this week he won the NFL Network High School Player of the Week award, focusing in on a defensive play, a tackle and a forced fumble for loss that he played a game against Alvern earlier in the year, and there was a clip from that game that won him the NFL Network Player of the Week award. There's a onside kick that floats end over end into the waiting hands of Darius Smith with the recovery, number 51 for the Titans. After watching BG kick the ball off about a dozen times now between this game and the South game, that's all they do on the kickoffs. They just hit those squib kicks, the onside kicks, and give up pretty good field position every time. 30, 40-yard line, as long as you secure it. 1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 41-yard line. Derek Finlay calling the signals, is going to hand this ball off, and a good burst through the line. John Barry will carry it for about 6 yards on the opening play of this drive. 2nd and a long 4, and ball spotted at the 47. So the Titans offensive line opening up a nice hole there for the scat back, John Barry. Finlay with 2 running backs and a receiver split wide left and right. Tight end to the right. Finlay hands it off, sprinting around the right end. That's Jordan racing in Andino. Andino is finally brought down inside the 25-yard line. A terrific run of about 24 yards, 23 yards for Jordan racing in Andino, showing off that fine foot speed near sideline. Nearly broke at the distance. 1st and 10 for the Titans on 2 successful consecutive running plays. This is their deepest possession on the Cardinals yet. Titans trying to tie things up, trailing 7-0. The handoff to Racing and Andino, and he's got a nice chunk of change on 1st down. Pretty close to the 10-yard line. Now they'll spot it at the 12. So call it a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground here, the Titans. Handoff, Jordan racing, and Andino's got a 1st down. He lowers his shoulder, he runs over 2 tacklers and tumbles to the turf at about the 7-yard line. Jordan racing, and Andino off to the races here in the 2nd possession for the Titans. They're threatening to go right downfield and tie it up. Back to Jordan. This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward inside the 5. And we have, where's the ball spotted? Oh, just got a 1-yard gain there. So at the 6-yard line, it is goal to go. Timeout taken by the BG Cardinals. They didn't like the pace with which this Titans offense was playing at. They definitely had the Cardinals defense on their heels. 2nd and goal from the 6. When we resume play, is the Cardinals forced to burn a timeout, maybe get their breath back. Playing some strategy here for this Titans running attack. Suddenly that's gained big chunks of yards and is threatening to tie this thing up. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Freshman center for North, Jason Roby, public address announcer, kindly pointing that out right now. Darius Smith making his presence known in the middle there. He's the guy with the responsibility for these shotgun snaps, which have all been perfect as far as we can tell. And he's moving bodies in the center of that line. Number 51, only a freshman for, yes, class of 2025 for the Titans. So good work by Darius Smith in the middle. He will hike this ball to Finlay, seeking to punch it in. Hands it off. Jordan Racing and Andino cuts it up inside the 5, but he is met. There's a flag that will fly late from the umpire. He threw it from the back of the end zone. Let's see what the call is here. It would be 3rd and goal from the 5, depending on what this call is. It is going to be a face mask against the Cardinals. It's going to be an automatic first down. Well, that's a break for the Titans. The BG defense appeared to be setting up a wall of tacklers on this Titans offense. They were trying to just run it in, and they were hitting a wall the last 2 plays. But that call right there will give the Titans half the distance to the goal and a fresh set of downs. Goal to go, first down. I believe, is it first down or it's still second down, Jason? Here's a handoff and tackle for loss in the backfield. A gang tackle. Baker was in on it. Also, Ethan Chmielewski was in on it for BG. And it's a big play. Ball spotted back at the 6. So loss on the play, and it is 3rd down. That was not, despite the face mask, it was not a first down for the Titans. I'm watching too much NFL, I guess. Yeah, I would question. I've got to go to the rule book on that one. High school doesn't give an automatic first down on that. One-on-one play. Peters dodges the tackler on his feet, dives. Did he get it? He's down inches short. Jack Peters with a great individual effort. The quick hitter pass to the left, the only pass on this drive for the Titans. And Peters was able to juke 2 defenders, kind of lost his balance, or maybe he just lunged forward and stumbled and came down just short of the goal line. That appeared to be the right call. Now the Titans have only 1 chance to punch this in. 4th goal to go from the 1. 4th down. Jordan Racing and Andino is the guy who's been getting most of the touches, and the Titans are going to be forced to take a timeout here. Clearly there was some confusion. The play clock had almost wound down to 0. And so as BG took a timeout to regird themselves and come up with these good defensive stops to make it tough going for the Titans inside the 10. Now the Titans forced to take a timeout and talk strategy. What do they want to do on this 4th down play? Nashua North did not score. They were blanked on their visit to Keene last week, 33-0. They did their share of moving the ball, according to our account from our friend Tom King, but they just never got on the scoreboard last week. So 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, and they do not want to go through another quarter scoreless because they trail 7-0. And this would be a different ball game if they can punch it in and tie it up. The Cardinals, of course, will be keying on Jordan Racing and Andino, you would think, and maybe even Derek Finlay if he tries to take the ball from under center and go for the sneak. So we're looking for a good push from the offensive line, but they're up against some big boys on the BG defensive line too as well. So Finley goes up to the line, takes a look, and now he's over looking at the sideline, and Dante Lorendi and the coaching staff. It is a handoff. Racing Andino is in. Jordan Racing Andino turns the corner, puts the shoulder down, and finds pay turf. It is a 7-6 game with the extra point to come. After the timeout, the Titans get it done. Terrific job by the Titans. They did not go straight ahead. They went off the right side. The kick is up and it is no good. So we still have a 1-point difference in the game. It looked like it was partially blocked. Well, that's a big turn of events. We are not tied. It is 7-6 Bishop Guertin. The Titans may end up going for 2 to try to even things up if and when they can score again in this game. Certainly the Titans made a good bid to block the Cardinals' extra point attempt, and successful attempt at that after their touchdown, but BG does get a hand on that one. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. Slimmest of lead margins for the Cardinals as they prepare to get the ball back. And we'll watch the first kickoff of the game for North. They open by getting possession. And so this will be their first kick after their first score. The kicker for the Titans is Leonard Toplana. Leonard, who won the game earlier this season with no time left on the clock in the Titans win over Merrimack here at Stellos. There's a kick and he booms it. It's going to go all the way back to the goal line, and taking it back is Adam Yano up the middle. Good return considering he started at the goal line. He brings it out to about the 23-yard line. So it is 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. I learned from Jacob Baker's dad, who's an assistant coach for Bishop Guertin, that the correct pronunciation for Adam, G-N-A-N-O-U, is Yano. So what do you know? Good return. Up the middle. 2 minutes exactly remaining in the first quarter. Bishop Guertin on only their second possession of the game. Handoff. Bellavance crashes forward for a big gain on first down of about 8 yards. They have given up, the Titans have given up an alarming number of those big chunk yardage plays on first down to this point. It's just 2nd and 1 for the Cardinals. They have not yet thrown the ball. They do seem to have it down to play with here, but they'll probably just march on straight ahead. You wonder if Santa Suaso will keep this one. He does. The 1-2 punch. They turn the corner. Ushered out of bounds. Tackle made by Edison Arena and Xavier Francis of North, but not before Santa Suaso turned the corner, and rather easily, needing just one, and got a bunch more. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 39-yard line, 38-yard line. Call it the 39. Ball's right up against it. So it's almost like flip a coin. Is Santa Suaso going to keep it, or is he going to give it to the guy next to him, Bellavance? The keeper, and good blocking, takes the ball down the left sideline and is still on his feet. He cuts it back inside. Well, you can look at the tape after this play, and you look at number 68 for Bishop Guertin, Rocco Gerasi, drove his man, drove the guy he was blocking about 20, 30 yards downfield. And I don't know if that calls against Rocco, but talk about domination on the offensive line. That is hitting your block and sticking with it and just driving your guy down the field. Just opening up a giant range of space. However, a holding call against the Cardinals. So a much needed break for the Titans defense. They just seem to be getting dominated by this offensive line of Bishop Guertin, and one of the officials found at least one of those linemen bending the rules a bit, and holding is called. That will move Guertin back to 1st down and 14. The handoff is to no one. Again, blocks all over the place, and Santos Suazo has a 1st down. Santos Suazo with about a 20-yard gain on that run, at least 20 yards. Impressive openings and all kinds of space to work with for this 2-man running show. Charlie Bellavance and Matt Santos Suazo at quarterback. And I believe it is safe to say that nobody else has touched the ball on any play except for Matt Santos Suazo. They're going to let the clock run down here in the 1st quarter. So that'll be the final play of quarter number 1. Bishop Guertin will take a 7-6 advantage into quarter number 2. The officials will walk only about 12 yards to respot the ball going the other way on the 44-yard line of Nashua North. North will be protecting the end zone to our right in the 2nd quarter. Good crowd on hand here at Stellos Stadium. It is a packed set of stands across the way between the Bishop Guertin band and their fans and their students who have come, and they're very vocal over there right in front of the cheerleaders. That's the student section for Bishop Guertin, as you can see through the lens of Tim O'Neill's camera up above. But take it from me that North Stands has just as many, or probably a little bit more people spread out over the larger spectator area here on the near side, the press box side of the field. Beautiful day in southern New Hampshire yields to a beautiful night for football here under the lights at Stellos. It's Friday night football. The Cardinals lead 7-6. They overcame that holding penalty instantly with about a 20-yard jaunt by Matt Santos Suazo, the BG quarterback, who again got tremendous blocking up front. Didn't really get touched until he was into the Titans secondary. So the handoff is to Bellavance, huge hole, trying to make his way through. That might even be a horse collar tackle. We'll have to wait and see. No, somebody just grabbed him by the back of the jersey and dragged him down, or otherwise he would have taken it 44 yards to the house. Instead, on 1st and 10, that was a gain. Oh, gotta do the arithmetic here on these huge runs by Bishop Guertin constantly. It did look like a horse collar to me, but it just, I guess he got the back of the jersey more so. And I have a, oh, that was like a, I think a 22-yard run. Keeping it, Santos Suazo is going to be dragged down by Jack Peters. Peters with a good read and good tackle. Let's see what the yardage was on that 1st and 10 carry by the BG quarterback. No gain on the play. Maybe he lost a half a yard. Actually, tackle for loss, I'll credit Peters with. And 2nd and just over 10. 11 minutes to go in the half. BG trying to go down and get their 2nd score of the game. Titans encouraged by that play by Jack Peters. They need to stack a couple of more here to come up with a stop. The handoff is to Bellavance. He's hit at the line and falls forward Good penetration that time by number 21, Jordan, racing in Andino. Another good two-way player. Both teams have him, but that is announcing your presence coming up from his defensive back position, reading the handoff to Bellavance and tripping him up. So maybe the Titans are catching on to this two-headed monster here. There's the keeper, Santa Suaso's hit at the line. He drops it. It's scooped up on the run downfield all by himself. What foot speed? The 30, the 20, the 10, and in. That is number 6, Luke Peters. Flag flies late, but that's not going to affect the score. Luke Peters with a scoop and score that went 77 yards. 77 yard scoop and score on the fumble. Are you kidding me? There was a flag before the. Oh my! I think they're going to call this penalty, a clipping penalty, and negate the touchdown. It was a tremendously late call, and yes, no, it's good. It's a personal foul after the touchdown. Yeah, I don't know what exactly occurred. Luke Peters showed that he's one of the fastest guys on the field, number 6 for the Titans. Nobody could catch him. Great hit by the Titans defense as they're catching on to the fact that the only 2 guys that are touching the ball play after play are either Bellavance or Santa Suaso. And on 3 consecutive plays, the Titans hit the ball carriers at the line of scrimmage. That time they created a fumble, and it was just the play of the year for the Titans on defense. They looked like they were in danger of going down by 8 points perhaps if BG just goes downfield and scores. Instead, they force a fumble, and Luke Peters shows off track star speed there. He was putting more and more distance between him and the defenders every 5 yards down the field. So it is now a 12-7 lead for the Titans. They may be going for 2 here to try to get back that missed extra point from moments ago. So the lead official, touchdown. The penalty was a personal foul against the Titans, some kind of celebration call.
Okay, so some clarification. The touchdown was good. It was a personal foul.
Celebration, I think, is what that was when he makes the whoopee sound. I'm not quite sure what they did, but the flag came from the referee himself, I think, from about midfield. So did they actually mark off 15 yards for that? Here's Toplano's kick, and it is no good, off to the left. So first kick was blocked. Toplano's second attempt, more like a field goal distance, goes wide left. Meanwhile, the Titans still do lead by 5 points, 12-7. I think we saw the Cardinals go through an entire game against South without fumbling, either Santa Suaso or Bellavance. We almost thought they were fumble-proof, but somebody knocked it loose on that carry by Santa Suaso, and big play for the Titans. Unfortunately, not able to come up with a 2-point, or even get close enough for a 2-point try. They got punished for some kind of celebration, which took place just a second or two after after Luke Peters crossed the goal line. We saw the flag fly from midfield. Referee didn't like something that he saw. So Denard Toplano will kick it off from the Titans 40. And the Cardinals find themselves down by 5 here with 10 minutes remaining in the half. Toplano boomed the last one, and he booms this one. Going to drive the returner, back to the 3-yard line. He's got great speed. He's up the hash. Is going to be gone. He gets tripped up. That might be a tripping call against Toplano. No, they're just going to call it a tackle?
15 on the return
Wow.
is Adam Ganell.
It was the kicker, Denard Toplano, who made the tackle. And he really didn't seem like he went down pretty fast for, Toplano was kind of upright. I just thought that was a tripping call. Do you see the replay on that, Pete? No, not yet. But Toplano got the job done. He did not get flagged. It must have been a legal tackle, but it looked like it was going to go 97 yards for a kickoff return for a touchdown. He was foiled, but tremendous field position for the Cardinals as a result. 1st and 10 from the Titans, 41. Handoff, Bellavance hit at the line and knocked down. Oh, that's a trip all day. Oh yeah, I just saw the replay. Jason, I just saw the replay. That is as blatant a trip as you will ever see. Oh my God, it's blatant as you'll ever see. Oh, they didn't call it. Yeah, he didn't even try to hide it. It was just, I'm just tripping this guy. But they got away with it. There's the run up the middle, and it is Santa Suaso inside the right hash mark. It's almost like the officials didn't realize that you can't do that in football. I'm sure the BG sideline, the entire sideline saw it, but they're going to just try to shake it off and move the football. 3rd down and 2. The Titans defenders have been locking in on Bellavance and Santa Suaso in the last several plays. Maybe somebody else is going to get a touch here. No, it's Bellavance again. Huge hole up the middle. And another late flag. What was that? The umpire sees something. The play almost looked like it was over. I wouldn't be surprised if this was some sort of a personal foul again. And it's going to be against the Titans, it appears, the way the BG players reacted. Personal foul, head targeting against the Titans. So the second player into the tackle apparently got flagged, and that is going to cost the Titans big. It was 3rd and 2 upcoming. Instead, it's going to be a 1st down, and it might even be goal to go here. See where they put the ball down. No, it is outside the 10-yard line. It is at the 13. So it is Santa Suaso, and the keeper turns the far corner. He is hit at about the 5, and ball goes flying, but it's out of bounds. It is a gain of about 6 on the play. Oh, 1st and goal. They call it a 1st down there. It is at the 3-yard line. So, more than a 10-yard run there by Santa Suaso around the left side. BG undaunted by the few defensive stops that the Titans produced at the line of scrimmage and the fumble, just going back to their two-headed monster. It's either Bellavance or Santa Suaso getting the carries here. Now it is goal to go at the 3. 4 chances for the Cardinals. Timeout is going to be called by the Cardinals themselves as they want to talk it over, what they want to do here on 1st down. Still a lot of minutes left to be played here in the 1st half, 8:28. BG trying to retake the lead with a touchdown here, trailing 12-7. The Titans with a score with their offense and a score with their defense. Luke Peters with the 77-yard fumble recovery return for a touchdown. The difference in the game right now.
Be sure to get down to the concession stand prior to that halftime show.
Game was well attended. It was probably in the upper 60s when it started. feed from Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, of the Salem-Keene game, which is being played in Salem, New Hampshire at the Blue Devils field, and it is scoreless midway through the first quarter. Goal to go from the 3-yard line. First down for the Cardinals. Of course, the Titans would love to jar the ball loose again here if they could. Bellavance with the carry up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. So I don't know what the hesitation was all about, but it certainly helped the Titans in that instance as they sealed any gaps that big offensive line for BG is normally able to open up. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. 2 receivers stacked on the right for BG, basically window dressing. Santa Suaso cuts it up and through. He goes into the end zone, standing up for the 2nd time in this game. Matt Santa Suaso with a 3-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals retake the lead, 13-12. They will go for the extra point. Connor Lennon to do the kicking, on the hold by Michael McDonough. Michael McDonough, the backup quarterback and quarterback of the future for the Cardinals, from what we saw in his only play, his only touchdown pass. It was very impressive. I believe it was in that South game near the end. No good, so Connor Lennon's kick is blocked, and a 1-point lead remains for the Cardinals. 13-12 with just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. So that celebration call, that personal foul against the Titans after the scoop and score, that kind of looms large here. Had they been able to punch in a 2-point conversion, they might actually have the lead at this point, 14-13. But it turned into a long extra point kick by Taplano. Wasn't able to hit it from about 35 yards field goal distance. BG comes back, they score, and they retain a 1-point advantage. First half play, and it's been pretty impressive by the Titans coming off that 33-0 beatdown at Keene to play BG basically even here through the first 16 minutes. The kickoff, low ground ball, scooped up by the third baseman in this instance. That's Luke Peters. I'll tell you what, if I get Luke Peters' wheels, I'm going to try to stay on my feet and return that every time. You never know. But number 6 with a nice pickup of the ground ball, making sure. 1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 27-yard line. Derek Finlay calling the signals. Got Jordan Racing and Andino. And he's got, I think that's Peters. It's a pile of bodies. He falls forward for maybe 2 or 3. See who gets up. It's 24 on the carry. John Barry was in the backfield that time with Jordan Racing and Andino. So Barry got a gain of, call it 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. 2nd down. Finlay takes the handoff, the shotgun snap, sets up the throw deep down the right side. He's got a man with a step and just overthrows his speedy receiver. That was number 5, and that was Nicholas DeJesse, who had a step on the defenders, and it was just overthrown.
Way to go. That's the play to make, you know.
Yes.
That is the play.
Play of the year so far for the Titans, though. Luke Peters on the return, Tom. Yes, I had it as 77 yards. I don't know if you did. From
give or take. We had it 76, so.
Okay.
But that was the play, and we wondered. You know, you and I did the game. We wondered what would happen if Guertin fumbled, right?
Would they ever fumble? They finally did. Fakes the roll to his left, to the right.
One-on-one in the flat.
Barry drops it.
Yep, one-on-one in the
I'm
flat.
sorry, DeJesse had it in his hands. He's mad at himself, but it's going to be a turnover here after the punt. The Titans will be forced to punt it with 7:10 to go in the first half.
Fourth down and 6 for the Titans.
Not sure how far he would have gotten even if he caught that ball, Tom, as he seemed to be accompanied by.
Yeah, it was
some
one-on-one.
white
It was
jerseys.
one-on-one in the flat. So
Yeah, but that play, that home run, that big hit they attempted
this will
there.
be the first punt of the game. John, on the right before that fumble, I mean, on that drive, North's first scoring drive, I thought that
The punt fielded, not a fair catch, dancing around.
And
a
he's got
tackler
room.
to the left. Santa Suazo cut down just short of midfield by Jordan Racing and Andino.
That's a-
First and 10 for the
it's
Cardinals.
a good play by Santa Suazo and a good play by North to contain him. I thought in the first quarter, North's scoring drive squibbed the ball to the 41 yard. You don't want to give them the ball at the 41. I thought that was a big mistake. Second was on Guertin's drive when they fumbled. You notice they were having problems running the ball, and they were going up the middle, going short side. They had all the real estate on this side, our side of the field, on second down, and Santa Suazo goes the short side. They should have gone around. North has proven they're not able to stop that run wide.
First and 10. Bellavance puts his head down. He gets stopped for a fairly short gain.
North has made a good adjustment on Bellavance up the middle. He's not able to break through the way he had.
No big gaps.
So, right, exactly.
They've been getting that on first down a lot. Big chunks on first down.
All right, so they made some kind of defensive adjustment. It
Yes,
has
they
to
did.
be.
And also,
Yeah.
you know, we were talking about this in the South game, and I think that's true again tonight. The only two guys who have touched the ball every play for BG.
Bellavance and Santa Suazo.
That's it.
Right.
So I don't know if you could split the defense and say you five guys.
Well,
take
they're going to
this
be
guy.
they're going to be exhausted by the fourth quarter.
Right.
So,
Keeper, Santa Suazo up the middle. It's going to be stopped at about the 45, so it's going to bring up third down and maybe 4.
yeah, this is a play that we've seen Mike Rutstein for Nashua South run a lot. The fake handoff and run up the middle.
Yeah,
And he's run it for Nashua South with success.
it's one or the other, though. I mean, if he happens to throw a ball over the linebackers into the deep secondary, I don't think anybody on the Titans are going to expect it. And I do believe that the Cardinals did that at least once in the South game and caught the defense by surprise. Let's see if they do it here. Third down and 4 for the Cardinals. Probably 2 down territory with 5.5 minutes to go first half, leading 13-12. Straight drop. He's going to throw it first time today, and
Nope.
it is intercepted. The Titans step up. Derek Finlay.
And Finlay
Pulled down.
down.
Big turnover
That
again.
is a huge turnover. That's why Guertin doesn't throw it that much. And plus, John, he was throwing into triple coverage.
Nobody was open.
Nobody
there, Tom.
open there. Not a play where you want to pass the ball. So
Derek
So-
Finlay with the step up.
we're
and
watching the
interception.
Salem-Keene game. It's a 7-0 Salem lead. First quarter.
Blindside block on Racing
Yeah, that's
and Andino and the run back.
after the interception.
Yeah.
So it'll go back. So it's almost as good as a punt for Guertin if you're looking at it that
Yeah,
way. But
yeah.
Cardinals,
Titans will take a punt here.
Cardinals offense quite hasn't clicked the way, but they did score on that drive. So
They
you,
did score once,
yeah, so
and that feels good after the Keene game, right? They got blanked.
oh, for the
33-0.
Titans, the way the Titans have played offensively, much better than they did against Keene. But defensively, they're still giving up yardage. But they've made some adjustments that didn't make it easy.
And so first and 10 for the Titans after the blindside block was marked off.
And of course, they don't like it here. So we're going to mark the ball, guys. You know, they're going to mark the ball back.
I thought it's still first and 10.
John,
isn't it?
this officiating crew is very attentive to detail, almost to
Tom,
a fault. It's not.
Your nose kickoff return where the kicker was the one that stopped him.
Yes.
Blatant trip. We saw it on the replay.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
As blatant as you
Yeah.
will see.
It's not a
Not
good.
called.
It
that
does
was a
it.
very big break for the
It,
Titans.
it seems like a very strict crew, and sometimes when you're strict, you look at the little things and you miss the big things.
So that was Dinard Toplano's second biggest play of the year after that game-winning field goal against Merrimack.
Right.
One-step drop, hits Peters. Peters trying to elude a tackler, he does. Jack Peters inside the 50 to to the 40, cuts it back, punched loose by Santa Suazo, loose ball, and the Cardinals get it back.
Ouch!
Matt Santa
Ouch!
Suazo with
Ouch!
a huge defensive
Ouch!
play.
Ouch! For Nashua North, and a great play by Guertin and Santa Suazo.
Oh,
Wow.
that one hurts.
Oh, man.
What a run by Peters. And then Santa Suazo catches up, and he's not trying a shoestring tackle. He sees that ball in the right hand of
Yep.
Peters,
And
he
he's
just
ready to
punched it
swat it out.
like a volleyball.
Because he knew
Tom,
he
that
had
came out.
defensive help around him, and he could do that.
Yeah, as Peters cut it back to the right. Unfortunately, if he had to do it all over again, he'd probably wrap two arms around that ball and just take it out of bounds with a big gain.
So BG recovers, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 23. It's going to be Bellavance right and left, I think, on this drive right now.
Keeping it, Santa Suazo blowing the play up in the backfield.
Is that Brown?
Toby Brown.
Yep, there you go, Toby Brown Jr. That's
Yeah, we were watching the replay of Santa Suazo. That was a great
great
play.
defensive play.
Yeah, but what a defensive play by Brown.
Well, that's Brown. That's the way he plays. You know?
That is a huge tackle for loss. That's a 7-yard. Let's say, well, we'll call it 2nd and 16, but big tackle for loss. Let's see if BG can recover from that.
2nd and 17 at the 16. Well,
The handoff. No, Santa Suazo keeps it, cuts it up the far hash mark. He is down back to maybe a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Cardinals. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 10 here, calling. So the Titans inspiring their fans with their defense tonight, not making things easy for the Cardinals.
All of a sudden, it was easy for a while.
For a while. Adjustments have been made.
But
though.
you know what? When you get behind in a football game, like Guertin did, you make different decisions.
You do. And do they throw here again, Tom?
No, I don't think they do. I think they're afraid to throw right now.
3rd and 10.
Well, I'm wrong.
Straight drop. He's under pressure. It's a middle screen. And he gets outside. Bellavance has a 1st down. He's close to the 40.
So you got to be careful.
Flag flies late
That's
again.
exactly it. So you got to be careful on those middle screens for a flag. But there you go, another flag after the play.
It looked like there was contact was all done. That might have been a taunting penalty by one or the other.
On who?
Or something was said.
See, I just think this is just getting to be a little bit too much.
The flags are flying. Personal foul is going to go against the Titans.
I just think it's too much, John. I think you got to let him play and let him go out there and do the job. I think this crew is just a little bit too flag happy.
Might have been a horse call the way he indicated this. Like he's pulling on the ref indicated pulling on his own collar. So
yeah.
his head
snap back.
There
did
it is.
Okay.
Horse call a tackle. We thought we saw one earlier, but this one is called.
Well,
and that is we can see the big march off here. It's going to take the ball into Titans territory.
So let's see. The screen went to where? The 41?
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the screen? Yeah, here it comes. Screen went to the 38.
39, 38,
yeah. And so they marked off 15 and puts it at the Titans.
47-yard line.
47-yard line.
And now if you're Guertin, you don't want North to see the ball again this half.
Bellavance sheds a tackler and he gets a big chunk on first down.
See, I think right now you've got to
defense.
Yeah, you've got to basically, the way to tire them out is pound Bellavance straight away.
Yeah, Santa Suazo was keeping it a lot.
Because Toby Brown Jr. is going to make those plays in the backfield. So you've got to run away from him, but he knows that.
Yep.
You know, great defensive play. You know what? We haven't called Jacob Baker's name too much tonight.
Not too much.
No,
they've done on some tackles.
North's done a good
Certainly
job.
Certainly not on offense.
North's done a good job to neutralize him. They really have.
Of course, if we focus in on him on offense, he's probably blocking.
Well, I'm talking about defense.
Pretty effectively.
He's out there to block on defense.
And there's a hit at the line and down.
Yeah, they're not
falling.
What's happening now is North is not falling for the misdirection.
3rd and long. Don't look now, Tom. Another chance for the Titans to get off the field. 2:25 to go. Clock ticking down. The Cardinals' offense is so methodical that if they don't break off big ones, they're going to run out of time here. This ball won't be snapped till almost 2 minutes remaining, and they're still.
Yeah, but you know what? That's by design for them right now. I think that once they get in
They
there,
want to be the last team to
yeah, they
possess
got
it,
2
one way or
timeouts
the other.
left and everything else.
Yeah.
So.
Shotgun snap. Hand off to Bellavance up the middle. He's hit. He spins. He is close to a first down, but not quite there.
Well, I don't know, John. You know, don't forget where our
wait a
angle
minute.
is.
No, I spoke too soon. They gave
yeah.
it. They gave him.
They gave him first down yardage. Yeah. Yep.
He fell forward and got it, and they moved the chains. In fact.
So now.
Yep.
Now you start to wonder what you're going to do offensively.
Clock ticking. 1:45 to go in the half. Quick pass, complete, cutting it back inside and down at the 25. That is number 2, Cody Szymanski, with his first reception of the game. Good pass there from Santos Suazo.
And we've seen that combination work for them before.
Yes, we have. We might see more of that in the second half. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals, 1:25 to go. Handoff, Bellavance up the middle.
Nothing.
And nothing there, really. Blowing up the play.
And now Guertin should probably take a timeout.
Yeah. Nathan Buckman in the middle,
Well,
defensive
they're
lineman.
not going to, I don't believe. Let's see, they're taking their time, boy. You got to have a little bit of urgency here if you're.
Yeah, this
Look
clock's
at
going
this
to be
clock
under a
is
minute
going to be ticking. It's going to be under a minute.
before they get the playoff.
I'm really surprised at this, but then again.
2nd and long. Straight drop. Looking to pass down the hash. It is incomplete.
Yeah.
Szymanski was covered well by
that's
2 Titan
see,
defenders.
that's the thing. Szymanski was covered well, and Santos Suazo, knowing he needs to put it away from the defenders, put it where no one could really catch the ball.
Edison Arena and Ethan Preston Texera. We call their names for first times tonight because
you don't throw that much.
They don't throw that much, and they're on coverage over there. They were aware of Szymanski's abilities. Double covered number 2.
But what that does is it stops the clock.
It did.
So now
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, you got to figure something out here.
Stay in the air here,
Look
Tom?
at the top right of your screen and see if they do that.
Hands
no,
off,
go to
Bellavance around the corner. Big chunky's inside the 15.
Now you got to use a timeout.
And a first down.
Now you got to use a timeout. Maybe they got to move the chains. So, see, North was set up for a pass right there.
If they're going to use the timeout, they should have already used it. Clock's ticking now as they did move the chains.
Wow,
yeah, I mean,
surprised. They're going to probably try to see if they get inside the 10.
Bellavance up the middle, hit, and stood up.
Yeah,
driven back. Good middle of the line defense by the Titans.
Now you
25
got to
seconds.
use it now.
Timeout.
You got to use it now. Timeout. 23
Actually,
seconds
they
left.
let 3 or 4 seconds tick
Yeah,
off.
they weren't. I think you needed to use a timeout on that first down, but of course the clock stops to move the chains, so that's why they didn't do that. It resumes as soon as they get the chains set.
Right.
But that gives them a little bit of a breather. And let's see, Keene looks like they're driving in this game. It's
Touchdown.
Salem. Yeah, Keene with a touchdown.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up. We're watching the Salem-Keene game over at the Blue Devils' home in Salem.
Something's happened to Salem since we saw them. I think that Guertin game really knocked
Did a number on him?
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah. Well, 23 seconds remain. 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball at the 10-yard line.
The
It's
one
basically
thing,
goal to go
well,
for
see, the
Cardinals.
one thing they haven't done is run Santos Suazo wide on this sequence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if
They
they're
got that in
gonna.
their
I'm
pocket.
wondering if they're gonna try that.
They're right in the middle of the field, right, Tom? So they go. Do they go right or left with him? Santos Suazo has the play from the sideline.
I say wherever Brown Jr. is, they go away from him.
And they're going to go roll right. He's looking to pass. He tucks
he's
it
gonna
under his
run it.
arm. He's going to run it. He's running out of bounds inside the 10.
Smart play to run it out of bounds. Save yourself a timeout. You got 2 plays left. So,
Oh, it's 3rd down. I misspoke. I thought it was 4th down.
It's 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd down. Well, they still need 5 to keep this ball. Even if they run out of bounds, even if they stop the
17
clock.
seconds left. They're not worried about the first down. They're worried about where the T, the N, and the BG are. Okay, that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a lot of clock time left anyway. The
True.
first down is at the 2.
Gonna go sprint left, looking to throw. On the run, he's hit, and he slips the tackle. He gets the pass away. It's incomplete. Clock stops 10 seconds. Oh, what a chance. Was that Toby Brown again?
It probably was. I couldn't see from here.
Or was it number 20?
Yep, Toby Brown.
57.
Yep, Toby Brown.
Wow. How did he get out of his grasp? Toby Brown just living in the backfield.
So now, do they want to kick or do they want to try to score?
Looks like
Looks like the kicking team's coming on.
With the 1-point lead, trying to make it a 4-point lead.
Well, they know North won a game on a field goal.
Okay.
You know, so.
All right. They don't want a repeat of that performance, huh? By Denard Taplano.
They want to go into the locker room with points on that last drive.
They blocked the last one, I believe, by
so
Connor Lennon. Let's see if they can do it here. On the hold by McDonough, the kick is up, end over end. Will it get there?
No good.
He kind of undercut it a little bit, Tom.
He did.
And it didn't make it.
Because he was on the right hash mark. Kickers don't like that. They don't like kicking from the right hash mark.
And so a huge defensive stop for the Titans.
Yes, it was.
It's going to be a 1-point game into the half here with only 2 seconds left, barring a Luke Peters run back for a touchdown.
I would have called. Well, I'll play offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
On that third down run, Santa Suazo, short side, I would have come around this way. I would have looked for Baker.
Baker? Nobody would have been
no
covering.
one would have been covering.
No, it was an element of surprise, right?
Right, but they need Baker to block. You know, so that's probably part of it.
Block and release.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's a good play call, Tom.
Yep.
The coaches are right down there.
I know. Yeah. So that'll do it for a great first half.
Wow, what an exciting first half.
Yeah, let's see what the second half is like. This is one of the best halves of football for a first half that we've had. It's the first time, John, you and I have done a game where the first half hasn't been a blowout and somebody goes in the locker room down 2.
Even the game where South came back and beat North had a big lead in that game. So we go to half, a 1-point contest. Bishop Guertin 13, North 12. We get the bands on the field here at Stellos at halftime on Nashua TV. Stay with us and enjoy. We'll be back with the conclusion to this exciting football game after our halftime entertainment.
At this time, would you please welcome the 2021 Bishop Guertin High School Cardinal Marching Band and their field show Latin Nights, featuring Smooth, Copacabana, and Conga. The band is under the direction of Mr. Brian Stark and is assisted by Mrs. Amanda Stark, with percussion instruction by Chief Master Sergeant Dave Long, United States Air Force, and drill designed by Dr. Ron Fussell. The ensemble is conducted by drum majors Joanna Henderson and Nora Zaveri. Please welcome the Marching Cardinals.
how about a nice round of applause for the Bishop Guertin Cardinals marching band? Now entering the field, this Nashua High School North Tight marching band under the direction of Kristen Olson.
The assistant band directors Elizabeth Dahl, visual designers by Terry Swift. The drill instructors are Kevin Smith and Elizabeth Dahl. The drumline instructors Charles Davis. On the field, the Titans are directed by drum majors Melanie Burrows and Quincy Shulman. The Nashua North Marching Band in color represents its 2021 show, Titan Terror, and includes Evil Ways, Wooly Bully, Frankenstein, and Ghostbusters. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Nashua North Titan Marching Band. And we want to wish them best of luck tomorrow night as they go to Salem to attend the Salem Band Show.
I've been vaccinated because I want to keep our entire Nashua community safe.
To help protect my family and friends.
Because it's the first step for our community to go back to normal life.
Because I didn't want to bring sickness to my family.
Because it's time to get the fans back in the stands.
For the safety of us and the members of our church.
Because we needed change.
I got vaccinated for you.
And I got vaccinated for you. So roll up your sleeve, Nashua, and let's get vaccinated.
Welcome back to Stellos Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire, as we get set to start the second half between Bishop Guertin and Nashua North. Got a great football game on our hands. Tom King, along with myself, John Collins, our cameraman Tim O'Neill upstairs, seconds away from kickoff. If I do recall, BG's about to get the ball here to start the
BG
second
should
half.
get to start the second half, but this is why statistics sometimes lie. Guertin has run for they've run for 196 yards as a team. They've got Bellavance with 102, and they've got Santa Suazo with,
they must be ahead by 40 to nothing,
94. Right, exactly. But that's why you don't turn the ball over in football if you want to win games. 2 turnovers and 1 turns into a score. That's huge.
Pick off by Derek Finley and a scoop and score by Luke Peters.
Scoop and score, 76 yards.
And also that last drive stuffed there with the
last drive stalls.
Field goal.
Right, so all that real estate, but not enough points to show for it.
1 point advantage of the scoreboard,
right.
That's it.
And this is a big drive
to
start the second
drive,
half. Right, because we've seen Guertin get the ball at the start of half.
Ladies and gentlemen, once
right
again,
down.
in
We've
support
seen
of the
in
National
all our
Breast Cancer
games
Awareness
this
Campaign
year, a lot of
during the
games,
month of
in North-South
October, members of
games,
the New Hampshire
teams
Football
go right
Officials
down.
Association
So this
will
is big.
display a pink whistle during all varsity
something
going down there and taking an 8-point lead.
Something happened
supporting this worthy cause.
with the way that North was able to defend the trap with Bellavance, because he wasn't able to break out.
It went from big gaps
to
on nearly every play.
Yeah, to any yardage he would get on his own with his legs.
And gets hit at the line of scrimmage.
Right, and then try to keep churning.
Yep.
So he still has over 100 yards, but those big gaps really hurt. Meanwhile, Derek Finley's had a good game passing, 4 of 8 for 65 yards. But North only has 57 yards on the ground.
So Denard Taplano will kick it off to begin the second half. Titans trailing by just a point. It's a low skittering kick that's going to come out of bounds. The flag will come out. That's close to the 20.
Kick will go out.
So Guertin will probably take it at the 35. Because what North has realized now is that is a pretty good.
Dangerous.
I mean, he's got a lot of speed.
Oh, yeah. And I'll say this
they
again.
Need,
I saw the replay.
They need to get, it tripped.
He deserved to have a 97-yard touchdown
return. Yeah, exactly.
And it was tripped by the kicker, Taplano. Hey, I guess maybe it's like the goalie can catch the ball in soccer. The kicker gets to use his feet.
Right.
Right?
So.
he sent sprawling at about the 40. It was the last guy that could possibly.
Now they're going to make him kick it again.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
That's
a mistake.
Yeah,
what happens there if they just bobble it or something, huh? I wish they had the ball at 35.
I never want to give
the tee up 5 yards back at his own 35.
I never want to give your own team a chance to make a mistake.
Yeah.
That's in high school football. I just don't want, especially on special teams where these teams are. So basically, the other thinking is that they have to kick it from 35.
Number 8.
So that's one of the reasons they did that, was they have to kick it back 5 yards.
So here's the thing: if you're going to boom this deep, make sure you kick it on this hash mark.
I don't think they'll boom
away from.
I think what they'll do is they'll pooch it to maybe the Guertin 30.
Is that Santa Suazo over there on the other side? There's the kick. It's going to be a grounder. It's going to go right over the same area. It is loose, but it pounced upon.
So you get the ball about a yard.
No, it's 25.
You get the ball about a yard less than what you would have had.
It was Bellavance, good hands guy.
Yeah. So because he had to dive on it on the fumble. So
that's worse. Field position.
Right.
Yeah.
Should have just taken it at the 35. So it's worse by a yard.
Yeah.
They were hoping for that the distance might make a difference. So here we go.
It is Bellavance in the backfield with Santa Suaso once again. And the handoff to Bellavance. Left hash mark, drag down.
Number 26, Charlie
just beyond the
Bellavance
line
on
of
the
scrimmage.
carry.
Gain of maybe 2 or 3. 2nd and 8.
Tackled by
Gain of
number
2.
76, Rocco Ciardi. Number 44,
The adjustment
Jack Peters.
made
Pick up a
by
2 in the
the
play.
Titans sometime during that second quarter.
down.
Sometime during the second quarter,
Guertin
somebody
at
said
36.
something to somebody and said, okay, we need to do this. So
2nd and 8. Santa Suaso is going to hand it off to Bellavance. He's trying to go back to the well over there, and he's getting stood up.
Oh, he's still
Good leg
moving, boy.
power.
I'll tell you, he's pushing with those legs.
Yep, gets it to the 40.
That's what he's done for all that yardage after that adjustment, you know?
Yeah,
So
had to work for everything.
I'd like to see him go wide.
Charge
run
defensively
wide.
for
I know.
the
I'd like
Titans.
to see that try because I think he
3rd
could.
down and 4.
What
gotta
you
go
want to
Cardinals.
see here is that pass to Baker that you talked about.
No, not here.
No?
No,
3rd
that's
and 4?
That's a goal line thing, John.
I guess so, maybe.
That's a goal line thing where it doesn't come back to bite you in terms of giving North the
Could
ball
be
a
a
good
jaunt
field
down the
position.
field. It's an element of surprise waiting to happen.
I just don't think that's.
I mean, Titans are selling out for the run plays by Santa Suaso and Bellavance.
What Guertin should do is play action.
One-step drop. It's a quarterback draw. It's a good run. Santa Suaso able to.
See,
17.
That is their.
17,
That's Michael McDonough, the
McDonough,
backup
McDonough
quarterback.
is- yeah, exactly. That's their
Tackle number
version
6,
of
Luke
play
Peters,
action.
and number
Step
24,
back,
John
and
Berry
move
Jr.
forward.
resulted
You know,
in that play good
McDonough,
for a
We've
Guertin
seen him do
first
some
down.
things for them this year.
They'll set up
McDonough
shop.
is in
1st
there
and 10
instead of
from their own
Santa
48.
Suaso,
Well, Santa
who
Suazo's
split out to the.
right.
No, that's not him this time. He's off the field.
I believe. Isn't that
Yeah, he's
not
not
him
in
at the
there.
top? No, you're right.
They know that McDonough can throw the ball. If they saw the film that we did the game, he's got a great
Well,
arm.
he can also run the ball. He ran for 8
Yep.
yards that time. It's 1st and 10 at the 48.
Bellavance up the middle. Good chunk.
Bellavance is in the
And
middle of the
inside
line.
Titans territory at about the 49-yard line.
It's a big, big drive.
Yep. The opening drive of the second half. BG nursing a
Pick up of
1-point
about 2
lead.
on the play.
Looking to make it an even 20, leading 13-12. And McDonough to Bellavance. Shed some tacklers.
Bellavance
Big
knifes
chunk
his way
again
through
on
the
2nd
interior,
down this
bounces
time.
to the
Yeah,
outside.
he's close.
To a 1st down.
Tackled by
Very
44
close.
Jack Peters
3rd and
About a
long
yard.
one.
set up a 3rd down and about 1.
Titans showed an ability to create turnovers, blow up plays in the backfield. They need one of those plays right here from Toby Brown. 3rd and short. The handoff, and able to elude the tackler. Bellavance still on his feet. He's sprinting, and Peters brings him down. The ball's out, and it's run into the end zone by Adam. It looked like Peters punched it free, and BG was right there.
How about that,
Scooped
huh?
up by number 15.
Luck is
Adam
a Cardinal
Yano.
right now.
And he goes in for the Bishop Guertin touchdown.
Wow.
So let's see, where did he run it to? About the 25, I think, right?
He was on the 42, right?
Well, he ran it down to the 25.
Oh, you want to talk about his yardage?
yeah, so his yardage was about 17 yards.
It's like a relay race there. Charlie Bellavance.
And that was Gano?
And it was
Gano?
that Adam did scored it.
Yep.
Far sideline. So Peters taking a page out of Santa Suaso's playbook. The kick is good by
Yeah,
Connor
there's the
Lennon.
field goal
Lennon's
you
kick
wanted
is
it to
up, and
have.
it is
Right
good.
there. That's the
With
kick you needed to
8:57
make.
to play
Yeah,
here
that's
in the
20
third
to
quarter.
12.
Your score.
I think he was
Yeah, an
intimidated
8-point
by the
lead.
right
Bishop
hash on
Guertin
that
20.
other kick.
Yeah.
But that's
So Santa Suaso punched the ball loose from Peters, Tom, right? Wasn't it him that had the ball on that
Yes.
carry?
Oh, yeah.
And then he returned the favor there on the run by Bellavance. That's Bellavance's, or actually the team's second fumble. I think the other was by Santa Suaso. But it was bad luck for the Titans. It goes right to the speediest guy in the field for the Cardinals, and he takes it in.
But it's a warning for Guertin
Yeah.
that they need to take better care of the football.
Yeah. That did look like a forward fumble, but I don't think they have any rule against that, right?
No.
Because it was knocked out by the defense.
Right.
Connor Lennon will kick off from his own 40. BG with nothing but squib kicks that we've seen since we've been covering them this season. That's something they went into newly this year.
Kick off for the
Connor
Cardinals.
Lennon probably going to hit another ground ball here. So the Cardinals do take the opening drive. That was a 42-yard funky play there to score on 3rd and short. And it's a tough ball. It's live. It's picked up by Jordan Racing and Andino. He's hit at about the 15. Eludes some tacklers. Still spinning and is down inside the 35. Nifty return.
That's what Kurt's been afraid of.
Yeah.
You know?
Brought down.
JRA.
Brought
Jordan
down by
Racing
number
and
8.
Andino with a nifty return.
Well, he was their leading rusher in the first
Titans
half.
will set up shop 1st and 10 from about
3
their
carries
own
for
39
yards.
I had him first hit at about the 10, I think, or maybe it was the 15, but he got a good 20 plus after that.
Tackling.
Yeah.
Biggest thing in the game. You know,
Sure.
tackling and blocking, and that's where it's at.
So the Titans with their first possession of the second half, staring up at an 8-point deficit. Hit at the line or in the backfield there. It might have been 24.
The one thing that Guertin has stopped.
Yeah, it was 24 on the carry.
The one thing that Guertin has stopped, with the exception of a couple of Raisin and Andino runs, is the running game for North.
So
who
for
carried on that?
John Barry, a -1 there. So it's going to be 2nd and 11.
2nd down and 11 for the Titans.
And Terry Finley's had some success going to the air. He might go right to it here in the second play of their opening possession, second half.
He only got one
step
deep.
drop, has a man in the flat over there on the right, and dragged out of bounds just beyond the 40. It's going to be 3rd and short.
The reception.
Nicholas DeJesse
tackled on the play, but number 2
had a nice cushion to work with there.
Pickup of about 7 on the play.
Dragged down by, I think, Szymanski. He was one-on-one with him, top of the screen. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. So options here for the Titans. Do they want to throw it? Do they want to run it? I'm seeing a rollout, maybe far near side by rollout this way by Finley. And he hands it off instead, cutting it up and spinning down. It's going to be maybe a half-yard short.
Looks like he's short.
Yeah, he's short.
John Barry Jr.
But again, they had him back at the 39. And he spun free.
Marcel Vernon.
No, 4th and 2, gain of 1 on the play. What do you do?
I think if you're North, you go for it. Yep,
I think they will. 4th and 2, they're going to go. See what Finley does here. He might just
I think Finley's going to, good call, John. I think that's what they're going to do. I think Finley's going to run the ball here.
He might go the other way this time.
Watch out for where 84 is. He looks like he's on the
He looks like a lion about to pounce there.
Yeah, he's on the
left
far
defensive
side.
end. The handoff up the middle and stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a yard short. They needed 2, they got 1, not enough. And number 77 for the Cardinals to get credit for that.
On Raisin and Andino.
1, they needed 2.
And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Guertin at the North 43. And 7:14.
Yeah. 76. Thanks. And Bellavance following his block.
Yeah, see, that was a different type of running play, John. They ran around right tackle off to the end.
I don't know why they got away from that for so long, but it worked there.
Yep.
2nd and 1. 9-yard gain for Bellavance. So I got to correct my program here at CJ Janad as 78, but he's 77 now with the new unis.
Yeah, I have a correction on mine. I don't know who did it.
And I believe he was in the middle on that stop. There's the Bellavance. He's being pulled from behind.
Again, they're pulled from behind, John, but North is starting to go for the ball again because they've seen something.
Taplana trying to strip
Right, they've seen something that he's doing with the football that he probably shouldn't be doing. He should be cradling it more, but he holds it out every once in a while.
Right.
So he gets 6 on that.
Well, those turnovers are so big because they get you
in
off
a game
the field.
like this.
Yeah.
When you are a running team, they're huge.
Yeah.
When you don't, you score points, but when you're basically a running team and you fall behind, you're in trouble.
Bellavance again. Sheds a tackler, still on his feet, into the secondary, and falls forward over the 20. Very close to a 10-yard
He
gain.
is just turning those legs. You know, the
Yeah.
second. See,
He's tough to bring down for
well,
the
I think
Titans
fatigue
team.
in that second half also was a factor. See, he got that halftime rest, and now he's down to the 19-yard line.
Give him exactly 10.
for the
First and 10
Cardinals.
for BG. Second possession of the half as they're threatening to go up by 2 scores here. Leading 20-12.
They go up by 2. Well, it's going to be, they got a long way to go here for a running team.
Bellavance to his left. Good hits by
Bellavance on the.
There's always
number 7 in the tackle for North. Blowing it up was
but that's the
Ethan
key.
Preston Texera.
That's the key. First down. North did what they needed to do there, making a stop for no gain.
Tell you what, they're getting the defensive backs in on this now. That's the guy that made the tackle coming out.
Here is where I try Baker. Right down here where
when
it
you
doesn't.
start seeing D-backs sell out up on the line, I agree with you.
Yep.
Now you got to go stretching backwards a little bit.
That's where I would try it. But they've got 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 down
Where is he?
in the bottom.
Yeah, he's going to follow.
McDonough.
That's McDonough, and he is inside the 15.
Yep.
So
Michael McDonough on the keeper. Tackled once again,
but
but
got about 5. So it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 5.
They're
down in
Titans
5
with
for
a
the
chance for a
Cardinals.
stop here. Need a big play on 3rd down and 4th down, of course. So it's still Michael McDonough at quarterback. Shuttling in for BG, Chase Amaral, right side slot receiver.
Amaral has caught passes, so.
Following Baker's block up the middle, Bellavance dances around 1 tackler. He's inside the 10. He's got another BG first down.
Sure looks like it.
I believe it is goal to go for the Cardinals.
Here's the question: is Santa Suazo on the field?
Again on the tackle.
Number 8, Tom's talking about, and
I don't have the binoculars, and that's what I wonder what's going on.
Maybe he's a 2-way player. Maybe he got dinged up
for the Cardinals.
Certainly, Titans gave him his share of hits. The quarterback for BG had a lot of touches, a lot of carries, and
first and goal, ball at the 8.
Bellavance hit and down.
Down for a loss.
Bellavance,
good job, teamwork. That was Peters. No, actually it was 57. Toby Brown Jr. in on
So
the
now you may need McDonough to put it up.
On the stop.
You may need it.
57-44 combo.
Red zone offense here. Michael McDonough, backup quarterback. He's got a good throwing arm. Of course, the game plan was to run a lot for the Cardinals. McDonough has had his share of runs. Let's see if he keeps it this time. On 2nd and 8, and goal to go from the 8.
This is it.
Around the end, and he is going to be down. Good tackle. Number 4 is Derek Finlay.
Coming up to meet him is number 4.
Coming up from his
Derek
cornerback
Finlay.
position. So still goal to go, but now 3rd
that'll
down.
settle the big 3rd and goal
And
from the
loss,
10.
tackle for loss on the play. Ball back at the 10-yard line.
Now this is interesting.
Yes. Titans have gotten tough down here. They came up with a defensive stop at the end of the first half, which was huge. It already would be a 2-score
They'll
game.
probably try to run to the left, so if they don't make it, it'll be a field goal. But also watch out for the pass. He's going to put it up.
He's going to fake the handoff. He looks to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage.
That's McDonough.
No gain.
Wow.
Toby Brown in on it, along with the finishing touch
Tackle number 7, Ethan
by
Preston
Rocco
Teixeira.
Ciardi. And good defense by the Titans
Rocco
produces
Ciardi also in there.
4th and goal
That'll
from
set
the
up a
10.
4th down and
And
goal
let's see if they
from
want the
10.
field goal unit. I see those guys stirring over there.
Doesn't
Are
look
they
like
really
it.
going to go for it on 4th and 10? Wow. They're going to trust McDonough to put it up here.
Starting to rumble down there.
So the Titans got to try to play tight D and not commit any penalties. He's going to follow, blocks, and he is going to be hit and down, and it's a turnover on downs for the Titans.
Very strange call there. Very strange.
Look at the 2-score game.
Very strange call. I mean, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you got to put it in the air. Okay, for 4th and 10, because McDonough's not going to go through 10 yards on that defense on the short side of the field.
1st and 10.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's just it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think you go to Baker.
Absolutely.
Again, that's a play. That's a time. I think you go to Baker on 3rd down.
Instead,
so, with 1:39, it's a great defensive stand by North. It's their second one of the game, and they've got to be jacked for that.
Jordan Racing and Andino trying to get outside, and he can't. He's tackled for loss by Marcel Vernon, his best defensive play of the game.
Wow.
That's going to move the Titans back about 3 or 4.
See, all this does now is put the ball in Finley's hands to throw forward.
Yeah, and he is under pressure, Tom.
Yeah, well, Finley's going to throw.
He's going to be in his own end zone when he lets it go. Trailing by 8.
I think you do too. I think you take a shot deep down the field.
Derek Finlay in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his left, looking to pass, and he has a man. It's complete. Hit as he catches it. A short gain. It ends up being Marcel Vernon.
More than a short gain, John. He got out to the 15-yard line.
Oh, I guess he got 10 then.
Oh, he got more than 10. He got 12.
Pick up of about 10 on the play.
They need 2 more. It's 3rd down.
That's good. He shortened the
distance. They're
distance.
at the 13, so.
Good play. Yeah, it was 2nd and 15, so an 11-yard pickup, 10-yard pickup. So make it 3rd and 5. And rolling to his right to throw the other way. Finley has a person open. It's complete, out of bounds. First down for the Titans. Completes the pass to Nick DeJesse, who was wide open.
Yeah, that's it.
First down.
How was he so wide open? That's the thing.
I think there were 2 receivers there, and the deep guy drew the defenders.
That ought to draw more defenders to the area. It shouldn't. But that's a great play by the Titans.
Finley stretching the defense. He's going to hand this one off. No, he keeps it up the middle. Faked it to Peters, went up the middle.
See, what did I tell you? That play for the loss
there, number 77,
going to put the ball in Finley's hands.
Pick up of about
he's
2
going to throw.
Play, 2nd and 8 for the
Take all the guesswork out of it. Just let your guy do his thing.
Yep, exactly.
Finley coming all the way to the sideline right now.
That's the end of the quarter.
The 3rd quarter comes to an end. An exciting end to the 3rd quarter as the Titans manage to get their backs off the wall.
Fabulous football game. It's going to be a barn burner of a 4th quarter. I'll tell you that right now.
They're going to try to go down and get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, it appears here, that you would think, if they can do it. It's a big if, though. Ball on their own 26-yard line to start the 4th quarter. So BG taking care of business on their opening possession to take an 8-point lead, but then the big defensive stop there with the backup quarterback in the game. Tom still has questions, I think, of what happened to Santa Suazo in that situation, right?
Yep.
But it is Michael McDonough at quarterback as far as we know, maybe for the duration.
Thank all of the seniors
and the
from
Titans
the band,
had
the
to be
cheerleading
encouraged by the
team,
play of one
and
Derek
the football
Finlay
team for your
under
hard work
pressure
and dedication towards your school,
2nd and
your community,
mile.
and the city you call
He's able
home.
to pick up the first
Those
down.
things are all greatly
Consecutive
appreciated. You have worn the
completed
Navy,
pass
Columbia,
plays.
and white with pride, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Now this might be Santa Suazo right there, right?
On senior
that is
night.
him.
That's
at
him.
The
so
safety position.
The safety position. So they're just giving him a breather, which is what John Trisciani has said after games, that they are going with different guys to try to get more guys involved.
You know, as many times as he's run the ball and he's playing defense every snap,
exactly.
That makes sense.
That's one of the things you do.
But as you said, with McDonough in there, 4th and 10, you got to put it up, right?
Yeah,
Guy's got a good arm.
And he can do it.
Finlay, 2nd and 8, throws it out, it is completed and nailed and brought down. Marcel Vernon's played great. Are they going to say it's a fumble? No,
they
say
said the ball was down. Yep.
Yeah, the side judge had it as
Finlay's
a tackle and ball down.
Complete.
Yep.
Came loose late. BG still trying to argue that it's a touchdown or a field fumble, but
24 John Berry
that's not
Jr.
reviewable here in high school football. Wait a minute, he called it a fumble, and
Guertin
the
has
PG
it.
recovery, the elite official overrules
play.
the sideline judge, it looked like.
John Hall.
Wow. I don't know if they were unanimous on that, Tom, but they call it an actual fumble after the catch.
Wow,
Oh,
that is a
huge
huge
turnover
turnover.
So apparently there was a premature whistle, and
Well, no, once the whistle blows, whether it's premature or not, the play ends. Once that whistle blows, the play is over.
I think what happened, Tom, was that
So-
the ball came out, and somebody was trying to scoop and score.
So the whistle prevented the touchdown,
Yeah,
but
that's
it
what I'm
didn't
saying.
prevent
Yeah.
the turnover.
Bishop Guertin will get possession, 1st and 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Break for the Titans.
On the first play
Yeah.
of the quarter.
So the turnover on downs doesn't really hurt.
And
the
Santa
Cardinals.
Suazo was back in charge.
Handoff, Bellavance gains about 5 on
Bellavance on the
first
power
down.
Now,
to the
here's
left
the thing.
tackle,
all right,
tackled by
Bellavance
number
has had a great.
44 for the Titans.
He's run the ball well. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Peters,
But on that play, he ran
up
into
about
tacklers.
5 on
He
the
should
play.
have taken the ball and cut. He would have had no one there.
He got up slow. I don't know if the fatigue has become a factor finally for Charlie Bellavance, who's played every snap of this game, by the way. He even plays on special teams. Defense, offense. Might not have the energy to make that aforementioned cut. But he'll get this carry too. He's hit in the backfield, and did it come out?
And he fumbles
Did it come out? Yes, it did.
And
Recovery,
that was number
number
57,
76
Toby
for the
Brown
Titans.
Jr.
Another turnover.
Wreaking havoc in the
Rocco Chiardi
backfield.
comes
Balls
up
on
with
the
it.
carpet.
The
Recovered
Titans
by Nashua
getting
North.
it done on defense. Give the ball back to the offense.
I told you, they saw something with the way he carries the ball, and they go for it.
He got punched free. I'm telling you, Bellavance looked tired on that series. He didn't have that same
Didn't have the same
focus.
pop.
And yeah, the
Because
hop
on
and
that
step.
run wide, he should have just cut out to the outside. He would have been down inside the 10.
Finlay back on offense. Going to hand it off up the middle. Is that 44 or 24?
It'd be
there with the
24,
carry?
I'm sure.
24?
Well, let's see.
Number 24, John Barry Jr.
Yep,
on
Barry
the carry.
Jr.
John Barry.
Tackled by number 3.
And not a bad gain. That's
Ethan Chim-
Got about
Milwaukee.
6.
Yep. So second down. 4. Maybe 5. Finlay calling signals.
So Guertin now with 3 turnovers on the night.
Handoff up the middle. Good cut. Still on his feet.
Peters.
And first down, Jack Peters
Yeah, I love
with
the
the
way,
carry.
I love the way
Jack
he runs.
Peters with
I
a
really
great
do.
jump cut
Yeah.
through the middle.
I'd give it to him more.
That junior running back, Jack Peters, number 44. First and 10 for the Titans. Finlay has it going both in the air and on the ground here, trailing by 8 points. Handoff, Peters following a block, trying to get to the end line. The sideline can't
Peters
really
around
turn
left
it up
side.
But just think, John.
Good pursuit.
Tackled by
Just
number 4,
think how
Marcel
many
Barton.
points Guertin has left on that football field.
Talking 3 scores at
You're
least.
talking 3 scores.
Marcel
gain on the
Vernon
play,
has been
second and
all
10.
over the field in the last quarter or so. Number 4 for Bishop Guertin, playing some excellent defense. So it is second and 10 after no gain on the play. Finlay may be forced to put it up.
Creeping up on him.
Going to drop back and throw it deep down the right side. A wobbly pass, and it is incomplete.
A lot of
Pass
contact
intended for
between
number
receiver
5.
and defensive
Jesse.
back, and it's a good non-call.
Incomplete.
Yeah, because the defensive back was tracking the
Defended
pass
on the
the
play,
whole
but
way.
Defensive back was the
Cody
receiver
Szymanski
on
He
that
was
play.
in the best position to
Third
make the
down
catch.
and
Yes,
10
he was.
for the Titans.
And that was Szymanski.
See, I think, you know
Cody
what?
Szymanski, great coverage.
See, I think they're throwing away from Santa Suazo.
Okay.
That's what they're trying
Yeah.
to do.
When they get one-on-one,
I think
no safety
I
help.
think you run Peters down the middle with a pass, or I think that's
9:26 left in the game. Big 3rd down and 10.
Oh,
They're going to
the
swing it
flag,
out.
they gotta make the
Jordan
tackle
racing
for
and
Guertin.
Antino dodges a tackle. Another one still on his feet, driving. What an individual effort by 21
Yeah.
for the Titans. He's a yard short of the first down.
Missed
They may
tackle.
go for it.
Missed tackles. Those are 2 missed tackles.
Jordan making a miss, though, with that fancy footwork and maybe a stiff arm mixed in.
That's at
and
the 40. So it's going to be 4th and
about
3.
2
I think after the fact you didn't get it on 4th down the last time, I punch it out.
Do you have a play you had a lot of confidence
Well,
in?
you either do that or you set up like you're going to play and then have Finley go back and punt it if he can, but I don't know if he can or not.
Can you get anybody to jump offside in this game? I
think
one
that's.
penalty like
I think
that.
North's going to call timeout.
Talk it over. Big call coming up here.
But
they want to know what they want
that's
to
a
do.
Nashua North will take timeout and talk about it.
Lost with 9:17
Yeah,
to play. You have to take it because you're not sure what you want to do.
Yeah. I don't want to give the ball back to the BGD offense, Tom. I don't want to give
I agree. I
take 5 minutes, 6 minutes
well,
off the
I don't know.
clock.
I think, that's true. But again, field position, the way you've played run defense lately, you've been stopping them on big
they've been coming up
plays.
with turnovers and stuff.
It's.
Score from Salem.
Do you have a
It
good
is
fake
Salem
punt play?
27,
Set up a punt formation and
Well, I think
fake it?
I mean, I don't think you fake a punt. I think if you're going to
short snap to the up man.
if you're going to
have it
fake,
run?
if you're going to fake anything, you do a quick kick.
Quick kick,
Yep. That's you punt. Well, it's not 3rd down, but
you're
do
still
that.
giving it back to the offense, though.
You are.
Yeah. Let's see what they decide here. That's why Dante gets the big bucks.
I want the ball.
4th and 3.
If I'm North, I want the ball in either Finley's hands or Jack Peters' hands.
They look like they're going for it.
And I would probably want to give it to Peters.
Oh, big play here.
But Peters is not in the backfield, so he's going to be a receiver on this
split
play.
out far side.
Yep.
Top of your screen. Rolling to his left. Under pressure. Throwing and incomplete. Picked off.
Wow.
Inside the 35. Oh, a tough play call there for the Titans as it looked uncomfortable for the get-go.
Looked like Santa Suazo with the interception, I think.
Santa Suazo coming up. Stepping in front of the intended receiver. Ball wasn't going to get there. It was underthrown. Santa Suazo with a great read to actually catch that around his shins, Tom. It was a great catch, actually.
So
BG with 3 turnovers, North with 2.
Nashua North 33-yard line.
Turnovers galore here. It's like Clem's Bakery tonight at Stellos.
10 at the 33-yard line.
And a keeper. Santa Suazo back at QB.
Well, and don't forget, now he's a little fresher running the football.
Tackle to the right side.
And that was a big tackle.
6.
Yeah.
That
6-yard gain.
That was a big tackle because that held a gain to 6 yards where it could have been 26 yards.
One of those is one tackle, slipping one tackle away from going to the house. So we are at 8:40. I mean,
and see Guertin right now, 8-point lead. They're letting that clock tick down.
They gotta come up with another turnover, Tom. I think
they're taking a
to have
lot of
their
time.
best chance. One step drop, he's going to run it, and the quarterback draw to the left.
Very close to a first down.
Suazo on the quarterback draw.
3rd down and short.
Tackle by number 76 for the Titans. Rocco.
Third and about a foot.
John Berry Jr. also in on the tackle. 3rd down and about a half a yard.
Officials are very confident about eyeballing these things. That's exactly what he said. He put his hands a foot apart, but that wasn't a measurement. That's just a look at the sideline. We haven't had a measurement yet in this game. Looking to the sideline, to his coaches, Matt Santa Suazo. He's got Charlie Bellavance as the running back to his left. He will follow Bellavance's block. He's got a first down on the edge, out of bounds. 44 and 4. Jack
There's 2 things he did.
Finley on the stop.
Great run by Santa Suazo. You go wide where you have the real estate.
Yeah.
But I don't want him.
Derek Finley also in on the action.
I don't want him out of
that
bounds.
play good for a Guertin first down.
At 7:40 to go.
If you're BG. If you're North, you say, okay, we'll have to give him the first down, but at least he went out of bounds.
Where's Toby Brown Jr. to make maybe a big play when you need him here?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is
the backfield.
Look, Guertin's down there again. This is shot number what? 3?
He's in the red zone.
4.
Yeah.
This is shot number 4.
Yeah.
This is shot number 4.
And good keeper by Santa Suazo. He's got room. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he is
just short
into the end zone. No, he's short. He's short.
The 2-yard line.
Out at the 2. I think he took out the pylon, but he had already stepped out of bounds.
Right.
2-yard line.
Referee is right there.
Yep. And it is goal to go for the Cardinals.
First and goal for the Cardinals.
Still working. That fake handoff to Bellavance, and then he goes right, and the two-headed monster continues for Bishop Guertin.
Score from Salem, 27-16 in favor of the Blue Devils.
They're into the second half now.
Yeah, they're 7:13 to go in the third quarter. They started at 7, so they're a little bit behind us. And here you go, John.
Santa Suazo's waltzed into the end zone twice. Let's see if he gets the keeper. He will, and he spins and he's in.
Yep.
Another easy touchdown inside the 5.
That is number 8.
Well, you see when you get the ball back like that, if there's no penetration, your blockers have time to make that play.
Yeah. And those big bodies on the front line.
Because you don't need to go far.
Yeah.
You just need positioning.
Offensive lines got the size advantage certainly for the Cardinals for the most part, and they used it well there. So lining up for the kick, 26-12. It's an important kick for BG to make it. And jumping the snap.
They're going to make them
gambling that they wouldn't get
flagged. Is that Toby? Toby Brown, get in there.
It was Derek Finley who's almost made it to the sideline before they blew the whistle. I mean, he was so far in the back.
Oh, it's a move on. Yeah, they moved.
Okay.
Yep. So now you got to move it again.
It's going to be like a little bit farther of a kick now for Lennon.
Well, the thing is
25-yarder.
This is a big extra point because this forces North to make a 2-point conversion. If they score twice. We all know what 2-point conversions can do.
Right.
We saw it 2 weeks ago.
And here they come, and they block it, right? They blocked it. Derek Finley got in there legally.
That's the second time he's blocked it up.
Just a slow developing high kick.
Regulation.
Finley got in there easily.
North 12, Bishop Guertin 26.
So I guess you can't run that back in high school football.
No, you can't. No, you can't do it in the pros either, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So here you go.
Maybe, you can only do like a 2-point conversion run back, right? I think you can take that back if you want for 2 points.
Right, you take it back
in
for
the pros,
points.
but not in this.
In the pros, you can take it back. I don't think you can do it.
Right, It's just a stop here.
7:25 to go in the football game.
Yeah, 14-point difference.
And it's a 14-point game.
Crazier things have happened.
Well, look, the Salem game is 17-0, right? And Salem made them pay, 2 touchdowns. So.
Okay, so.
This is, and you got to tie it.
What inning? We got a Red Sox score in the 4th, 5-4 Rays. So keeping an eye on that. Connor Lennon's kick is a bouncer, and it's fielded by one of the up men. Matthew Oliver.
Huge kick recovered by number 2, Matt Oliver.
I still don't like giving him the ball with
will
that
set
kind
up
of
shop
pressure.
first and 10
if
from
you're
their
Guertin.
33
North,
yard
I
line.
say, bring it on. Give it to me
This
anytime.
score
like
just
that.
in from Tampa as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is the Tampa Bay Rays 5, the Boston Red Sox 4.
1st and 10 for Derek Finlay and the Titans. 7:22 remain in the game. They need a fairly quick score and, of course, a defensive stop to have a chance in this one. One-step drop, swings it out to Peters.
Nice
Peters
block.
Up the hash mark, sheds a tackle, and he's got close to a first down.
He got a good block at the 35-yard line that sprung him.
Pass complete
Might
to
have been
number 44,
number
Jack Peters. He picks up a great
61.
block on the perimeter. Picks up about 9, second down and 1.
And he got out of bounds, which keeps the clock stopped. So if you're
Carter Akamondo on the tackle. Melvin Fernandez Batista on the block. There's a rollout and a throw. Did he get his hands under it? That's a catch.
That ball is
what a
complete
diving
to
catch
number
made.
5, Nick DeJesse.
Nick DeJesse.
Jesse is a good
Good
receiver.
for another Nashua
He's
North.
the best
First
receiver
down.
I've seen this year.
Chris Hogan would have been proud of that one.
No, he is the
Tom.
best receiver I've seen this year. He's got a
Good hands.
good hands, and he knows what to do with the ball once
Goes
he
down
gets
and
it.
gets it.
Yep.
And it's a first down reception. Clock stopped momentarily to move the chains. It's rolling again. We're under 7 minutes to go.
And you're going to see Air Finley for the.
Oh, yeah.
For the
Yeah, one
duration
step drop. He finds DeJesse. Stiff arm. He's got 8 or 9.
Yeah, see,
out of bounds.
what they're going
Stops
to
the
do
clock.
is go quickly
Pass
down.
complete to
Probably
DeJesse.
no
Yep.
huddle.
Yep.
Tackle on the play, but
Because they
number
know
2, Cody
Guertin's tired. I would go no huddle.
Go,
keep it
Fred
moving.
Bolitnikoff all the way down the
Oh, yeah,
sidelines.
yeah.
Nice.
Was that Peters or DeJesse on the play?
That was DeJesse,
Jesse,
number
yeah.
5
About
again.
8 yards.
2 straight receptions.
Yeah.
See, Finley goes back to him again here. Coverage by Cody Szymanski. It's one-on-one coverage on the near sideline. He's going to go underneath.
Yeah, well, he had pressure.
Yeah.
See, that's what Guertin's got to do. That's the only way you
Finley's
stop
pass
that
intended for number
continuous
21 Jordan
short passing game
Andino
is to try to get pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and 2. That was a
Third
second down and 2
for the Titans
call.
from the Bishop Guertin
I think
40.
the downs don't even matter right now until you get to 4th down. You know, that's when you pay attention to what down it is.
The Titans need a score here. Down by 14 points. 6.5 minutes to go. And it's a keeper. Finley following a block. He is trying to get outside, and he's going to get dragged down short of the first down.
Oh, what a great tackle by Guertin. I think that was number 4, wasn't it?
That was
Marcel Vernon, I think, on the tackle.
Yes. Marcel Vernon again showing great range. He's acting like a linebacker right now.
Well,
Yes,
what
is a
he
linebacker,
did was
yeah?
just stay with the quarterback, and he's got some speed.
He's acting like a star linebacker,
Yeah.
I should say.
Yep. So no gain. So
gain.
now it's 4th
down
and
and
2,
2
and the
for the
game
Titans.
is here right now for North. If they don't make this, the game is probably over.
He's a defensive back, but he's playing like a linebacker, I believe.
Well,
he's
he's playing
covering the slot receiver.
Well, he's got a job.
Yeah.
You know, on different
Outside
plays.
linebacker. Yeah.
You know, whatever play it is. On that play, his job was to follow Finley.
Yeah.
So here you go, 4th and 2 with
big conversion needed here for the
5:47
Titans.
left.
They're going to hand it off. Jordan Andino has a
Got
first
it.
down. He's inside the
Number
35.
21, Jordan Andino on the carry.
So Titans
Tackled on the play by
prioritizing
number
making
3,
that
Ethan
first
Chawagi,
down
number
over
8, Matt DeSantis,
throwing it and
but
stopping
not
the
before
clock
another
between
Nashua
plays.
North. First down.
26-12. They trail by 14, and they get a new set of downs. 1st and 10 inside the 35. Finley in the shotgun.
Got a tired defense out there in Guertin.
And he's looking to pass. Had time.
Oh.
Escapes the rusher. Throws it deep down the middle. And this is going to be caught. Touchdown. Touchdown.
That pass
Winning
is
the
thrown up, and
battle.
it's a touchdown. Nick
Number
DeJesse
5, Nicholas
goes up over
DeJesse.
2
How about
PG
that?
The
defenders and
reception
pulls it in.
that Randy Moss would be proud
That
of.
was a great catch. I told you, he's their best receiver. The
What
best
a
receiver,
catch by DeJesse.
Best receiver I've seen all year.
That was borderline defensive pass interference, but he didn't let that bother him. He went up over the
I think
defender
they're
and got
both
it.
going for the ball. So I think if you're the defender, what you got to do is you got to forget about an interception. You just knock the ball down. You know, that's what you have to do in that situation. So,
Ball, we could see it, never hit the ground. Who's got it? And it was DeJesse that wrestled it
that's
away.
a great catch. And now the drama
All important
unfolds.
extra point kick here.
Oh, yeah, he'll get it.
Got to make it a 7-point game, and he
does.
Does.
Taplano's kick is
Denard
up, and it
Taplano
is
with
good.
the kick.
With
It is
5:20
a
to go here in
7-point game with
regulation.
5:20 to go.
Your score,
Don't
Nashua
touch
North
that
19.
dial.
No, fabulous
Guertin,
football game as
26.
we see with all these area teams against each
Air
other,
Finley,
except
Tom.
last week.
As you said, Air Finley.
That's it. You're gonna
went-
get a steady diet of Air Finley.
The
It's-
score in
Tucker's
from
out.
Salem in the
How
third
long
Tires
was
out
that
at
drive?
the-
Do we
Blue
know? How
Devils
many minutes? It was only 2 minutes, wasn't it?
Keene High Blackbirds
7:25 to 5:20. 2:05 on that drive. And the reason it was only 2:05, a lot of plays to the short side of the field, out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds.
Of course,
It
a
was
big play in
Very
there. 4th
well
and 2,
well
4th and
planned,
3.
well executed drive, and on 4th down they ran the ball. So
how'd Keene keep them scoreless for an entire game?
I'll tell you what, John, and I've seen it over and over again this year in a lot of sports. You go from thick grass to turf, or from turf to thick grass. You're that much slower. You're not used to it.
Maybe Finley doesn't make that shoot card grab.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But you're slower. You're slower running. And coaches will probably say, no, it doesn't make a difference. It does.
Oh, straight up in the air, live ball. It's going to hit the ground. Who's got it? It's caught in the air on a bounce. Running down to the 10.
They blew the whistle.
But
what happened?
Possession will go to Nashua.
Why do you blow the whistle there?
I don't know.
For what possible reason do you blow a whistle? For what possible reason can you blow the whistle? You can't advance it? Is that a rule?
Evidently, you can't advance it.
Oh, wow. If it's not a fumble, if it doesn't hit the team? It hit the ground first and it didn't hit BG? Is that what happened?
It's got to hit the ground first.
Oh, wow. That's confusing.
See, BG was trying to call for a fair catch, but it hit the ground.
What a huge development that is. A live kick straight up in the air. Peters straight ahead. I think if you do that in the pros,
it's
basically
different rules, John.
No, but I'm not saying different rules. I'm just talking about the kick itself.
Yep.
With all those tall guys, and make it an NBA jump ball.
Oh, sure. Well, that's what they did.
That's what you try to do.
That's what the plan was.
But I think he kicked that straight up in the air off the tee.
It was a great play.
It was a great kick.
Yeah, it was a great kick. He's a good kicker. There's no question about it.
He's got to teach some of the pro guys how to do that. That was terrific.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
2nd and 5, handoff. Jordan racing and Andino puts his shoulder down. He's inside the 35. It's going to be 3rd and short. Oh, he's slow to get up. He took a heavy
He took a hit near the end of the play. Yep.
Yeah, I think it was a big body player that landed on him, knocked the air out of him. So hopefully Jordan will be okay after a
4:35 left to play in this football game, and it is a doozy.
3rd and 2. Wow. Titans have a chance to go down and tie. At the 30-yard line, they need 2 yards to keep this drive alive. Finlay takes the snap, hands it off. Peters hit behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down.
He is stacked up behind the line.
The drama continues. It's great drama, isn't it? I mean, it really is.
Again, a play that could decide the outcome. 4th down
for the Titans.
And 5.
I'll go out on a limb and say this is much more exciting than the 33-0 game I saw last Saturday. How's that?
Yeah. A much better drive home, I'm sure, than Keene.
Yeah.
4th and 5 for the game, just about. 1-step drop, fires, it's complete.
And it's going to be a touchdown.
Down the sideline to Jesse in 30-yard
pass is complete to number 5.
To Jesse on 4th and 5.
And he is
a
in
30-yard
for the Nashua North touchdown.
Nicholas to Jesse. Spectacular here in the 4th quarter.
What Guertin needed to do on that play was get pressure on Finley to make him throw the ball somewhere where he didn't want to. You let him throw to Jesse all the time there. They're going to make plays that way. Great play, but a missed tackle, which has played Guertin all night. And to Jesse, the great receiver that he is. I don't think so. Did he make it?
No. Kick is up and
he missed it to the left. It looked that way.
So with 3:32 to play here in regulation.
It's a 1-point game. 26-25.
You get another shot at that live kickoff because that's what they'll do.
The pop-up kick? Can he do it twice?
Yeah, sure. Guertin couldn't stop. Guertin couldn't play it the first time. What makes you think they'll be able to play it the second time?
Well, I think there's such a degree of, I know, I agree, but the degree of difficulty to actually do it.
I think this kid is a good kicker. Now, he missed that because he was all pumped up, all wound up, and he booted it hard and just. Right, but could you?
I believe it went straight up off the tee.
I didn't think it hit the ground.
I think he kicked underneath the ball and got it straight up. Nobody wanted any part of it, though.
But you can't advance it once you catch it, right?
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, that's what we were wondering about.
How about if it hit a BG player and then went on the ground? Can you advance that? Oh, can never advance a kick. Okay, that makes sense now. It's a fumble after they possess it. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Well, 3:32
well, here, watch
left.
this kick now by Toplano. Can he do it again? Can he pop it straight up in the air? One-point game.
There's going to be a lot of special teams work at Guertin's practice this week.
He's
going to try it.
And it's the deeper kick now. The flag flies. What happened? One of the Titans guys got ahead of the kick. And actually, I think Derek Dienard is happy about that because he gets a redo.
If you're well, I don't know if you can decline. Pete Terrier from New Hampshire Sports Page thinks you can decline it. Can you decline this penalty? Yeah, that's exactly it. The ball whistle blew before the right.
It's like when the offs.
Dead ball whistle, Pete.
Yeah, it's actually a lucky break for North. They get to redo. It looked like it was going to be an easy return for the
from the 35.
Cardinals, who are just looking to get this securely and run the clock out with that 1 point lead.
Oh, I don't know. 3:32. They're going to have to get a cover. They're going to have to get 3 first downs to run it out.
Toplano's kick. It's up in the air again. It's going to come down. It's caught.
And it's a fair catch call.
Yep.
And that's the thing. You can fair catch
Michael McDonough with the sure hands on the reception.
Michael McDonough.
Right.
And it came down just about the same spot as the other one. The other one found just open turf. McDonough was waiting for that.
Shop
and it wasn't
10
quite as
from
high.
Their own 46
See how
short
line.
as the first one.
See how important those PAT misses are.
Yeah.
The point after the conversions. Conversions have more than once been huge in this season.
Yeah.
So with 3:31.
Of course, in that situation, we saw Scott Knight, was it, go for the win? Go for the 2-point conversion? Handoff. Keeper, and a hit, and he spins forward.
Oh, what a hit. And he just took a shot.
Off the would-be tackler.
Slips the tackle of Bryson
down by number 24,
Borromeo.
I'll tell you what, they say that you can't make the club from the tub. Santa Suazo is going to be in that tub tomorrow.
Play, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, the ice bath, 2nd and 4. It was Bryson Borromeo who had a chance to make the tackle and turned it to, I think, 5 or 6 yards after contact for the quarterback, Matt Santa
Guertin taking a lot of time in between plays.
Bellavance hit at the line, falls forward, gets a yard
on the carry,
or
brought
2.
down number 76.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Boy, Bellavance should have been stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to set up,
and he managed to get that ball down.
Oh, they're going to move it back.
Move it back. I thought he got it down to the 45.
So did I.
Knee down, yeah.
I don't know. He must put a knee down or something, that, according to the official.
3rd and 2. This is the play of the game here.
You don't think it's 2-down territory? Maybe they would punt. They might punt.
I don't know about that.
No? Let's see. Big down, though. 3rd down and 2. The handoff. No, the keeper by Santa Suazo. Good decision. He has got a 1st down. Peters buries him, but not before he gets a 6-yard gain.
That could do it.
Follows his pulling guard.
That could do it.
2:04.
He hesitates and does it and gets down to the 48-yard line, 39-yard line.
And here's where the Titans need to knock the ball loose again, Tom.
They're going to need a turnover here. Because now North has got 2 timeouts left. That's important.
They used one, remember?
They used one, so that's very important in this football game.
Clock's rolling. It's under a minute 40. Running to his right, Santa Suazo on his feet to the sideline. He's got a blocker. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. First and goal for the Cardinals at the 2.
That's a killer. What a run by Santa Suazo. You know what, John? That breather he got made all the difference in the world. He's a much different player now.
Coaches do know what they're doing over there at BG. And Santa Suazo with a fresh wind.
They knew one thing. They told me before the season started, we're running the ball this year, and we're going to have a good running game.
Timeout,
Right.
Nashua.
They were right.
And North's
Timeout.
going to spend one of
North,
those precious timeouts just to
Yep.
try to think of something here with their backs up against their own end zone, trailing by a point. Of course, this would be a even more dramatic drive for BG had they had a tie game right now. They'd be looking at trying to.
Well, they had a tie game. You don't get the pooch kick. You get a deep kick.
Yeah.
By North.
Here's the strategy.
You make
Tom.
Guertin go down a
Here's
length
the
of the
strategy.
field, and you
Just
play
let
for
him score
overtime.
Just
20,
let him score in this play.
Probably, and let's see, 33-25. And then that's the way to do it.
I wouldn't even call a timeout. I would just let them score.
That's
But
the way
actually, I would take time off the clock if you didn't. Here's the play. You just gotta pretend you're playing defense and let them score, because you can go down and get 8 points maybe in a minute.
But if you're Guertin, you're smart and you don't score, you go down.
Are they talking about it? Are they talking about it right now?
I'm sure that's a question on both sides of the field.
5.
I really do. I think that's a big question on both sides of the field.
Right. A matter of fact, if you're BG, probably the best strategy is to take a knee like 3 times here, right? If you're BG, make sure the time is more important than the score.
Yeah, take the knee.
Yeah.
Take the knee, right? Right, Coach Roby? Yep.
Well, then let him score. Minute.
Take a knee.
What if
Take
they
a knee.
don't?
I don't want North to see the ball again if I'm
boy.
BG. So I take the time.
What's the time by BG now?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right.
Yep.
It took me a while to figure that out. I had to think it through.
Take the knee.
The take a knee.
Take a knee. The ball game is over.
Yeah.
Let's see if they do it.
Yeah.
The kids are probably saying, no, we got to score. We got to score.
Yeah.
Right, but no, you don't want North to get the ball back again. That's the thing, is because defensively,
no, you don't.
You haven't been able to stop them in the second half because you're tired.
I know, and Finley can throw it.
And Finley can throw, and you've missed too many tackles on defense if you're Guertin. And you've got too many dangerous players on offense to worry about.
Here's the thing, they should have let.
Because North has got some
they should have let
some danger guys.
Santa Suaso score on that play where he almost put it in.
Yeah,
now, if
exactly.
he had scored, you and I would have said, hey, there's still time, right?
That's it, exactly.
They're up by 8, but, there's still time. But they tackled him on the 2. Everybody had a chance to think about it. Yeah. Looks like there's no receivers split. There's a guy deep. They're in victory formation. They're not going to try to score here. Yep.
Yep, and they do.
And there's nothing.
They're going to take an
North's
John.
going to take a timeout, but that's it. That's the last one.
That's the last one.
So,
all right, John Collins.
Yep.
I will see you
tomorrow.
Tomorrow afternoon. That's right.
2 o'clock Saturday, South versus Pinkerton.
I mean, I got to spend another day with you. Oh, my God.
The best part of the day.
In the afternoon?
Yes.
When I could be sitting out in the backyard relaxing, I got to come here and man.
Kiss the Tom Pound goodbye.
Oh, the Tom Pound,
Saturday
Well,
afternoon.
but we'll be. Burger night is Saturday.
Nice
Burger night is Saturday night, so we're always out there. Even if it's 2 in the morning, we're out there flipping them.
That's nice.
Yep.
Okay.
So don't come by.
I have a standing non-invitation at the Tom Pound. That's Tom King. Good job. 1:15 to go. It's going to be this couple of kneel downs here for Guertin. And there's nothing that North can do to stop it. That's unfortunate. We were just speculating that had BG scored on that great play by Santa Suaso, he had goal line in mind. He wasn't thinking about not scoring at that point until everybody had a chance to take a breath and look at the clock and think about the score, but he was going to take it in. And then that would have been interesting if North had the full minute and a half to try to go down and tie it up, trailing by, let's say, 8 points. So play clock's going to go down to. Can they kill the rest here? Doing the math, they can. Yeah. This is third down. Third down, so they don't have to snap it till what? 35 seconds or something. This won't help the offensive stats, but it's going to kill off the game. It is, isn't it? Yeah, because BG's going to go up big in the West Division. This is going to increase their chances of winning the division exponentially, and that is the final kneel down and play of the game. It's going to be a 26-25 victory for the Cardinals
do it here from
as the last 15 seconds tick off the clock here at Stellos.
We should all
I'm John
take note
Collins,
of that.
thanking my
Your final
cameraman,
score,
Tim O'Neill.
Nashua
Another excellent
25,
job behind
Bishop
the lens.
Guertin,
My partner,
26.
Tom King, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson. A victory for the Cardinals, a hard-fought victory. The Titans certainly had some electrifying moments here tonight. And we look forward to covering more Nashua High North football and Bishop Guertin High School football as they march on apparently toward the playoffs. Time expires. The good sportsmanship handshakes at midfield. Thank you for watching. Join us on Saturday, tomorrow's game, South versus Pinkerton here at Stellos. Good night from Stellos Stadium in Nashua, everybody.
Blue Devils.